Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Houston Cougars offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Oh, look out! Inside the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Boise State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Gaines. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Offense gets set for 2nd down. It's a draw. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught on the outside, it's Gaines. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Bell. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Makes his connection. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They keep attacking through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
It's complete to the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Good, solid tackle.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Finds the tight end. Real and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Broncos! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get... catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give them. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston!
You know, this guy's He's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll keep it himself. Fights off a defender.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He sent the heat, but he gets it away cleanly. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the left. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Gaines. Sweet feet on the move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
He's looking for a man on second down. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Gets rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Houston. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Riley. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Finds his man. It's Gage. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback checking the play. Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender? Seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Houston will be forced to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's looking to throw it. Works the middle of the field. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Makes the grab on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Give him 6. Touchdown, Boise State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Boise State ready to send out that offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
The give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Going for the big play. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one.
He's going to pass.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for space. It's Need. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're...
Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And that one will put them up here in the second half. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to...
Time to take a shot. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cougars. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Boise State has it back ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said they never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the Broncos get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when the defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Looking down the middle. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there getting set. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, dude.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They try to go drop with just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and the offense has a negative point.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After that completion, move the sticks. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. He's off to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the up down for the offense. They moved the tight end all over. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, looking for a man. It's caught downfield. Knocked down for the tackle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He leaves it with his back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pocket starts to collapse. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Houston will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short at the first down. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Using the quick game. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. Going for the big play. Caught at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Broncos! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Second down after that incompletion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it away off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game. Brings it down on the right side. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Broncos. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game, you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires left. Finds his man, they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in inside the 10. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. With the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He caught it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Boston College stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Chestnut Hill. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got the tight end. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
It is go time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be fourth down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play.
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the run. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like